my recommendation would really be spend less time on finance, spend less time in conference rooms, less time on PowerPoint, and more time just trying to make your product as amazing as possible.
Many people never achieve their goals because they have too many toxic, negative, energy-draining people in their lives. And you have to have goals outside of your comfort zone that will challenge you, because in order to do something you've never done, you've got to become someone you've never been. And you've got to have a mentor who's experienced, who's been there, done that. And as a result of that relationship, because you can't see the picture when you're in the frame, Muhammad Ali said, "I'm the greatest," but he never won a championship without Angelo Dundee. And Michael Jordan never won a championship without Phil Jackson. So you've got to have someone that can see something in you that you can't see, that can take you to a place within yourself that you can't go by yourself, because you're going to fail your way to success. You're going to get slapped around by life. And don't spend time complaining about it and telling everybody 80% don't care and 20% glad it's you.
Sometimes people come to me and say, "I want to start a company." And I say, "Why?" They say, "Oh, I want to make lots of money." I said, "Forget it. That's not a good enough reason." Most people that have started companies because they want to make lots of money, I haven't seen very many of those succeed.
It's not easy, but through practice and practice and practice, practice makes what? Absolutely not. Dismantle that belief system. Practice makes improvement. You can always better your best. You can always go beyond anything that you have ever done. You'll never hit a state of perfection. You're always bigger than what you do.
Your question, change your life. When it comes to planning your life, I want to get you to learn to ask 3 questions now. And the first one is not, what am I going to do? And how many understand why now? Say I. The question you want to ask yourself is, what do I want? What's my outcome? What's my result? The word RPM, the first one, is to get you focused on the target. The target is not the activity. The activity can change. It's what's the result I'm after. If you know exactly what it is you really want, what you desire, what you're really after, clarity is power.
Most people spend their entire lives dreaming of wealth. They wake up every morning, go to a job they don't like, work for someone else's goals, come back tired, scroll their phones for hours, and then sleep, only to repeat it all over again. Deep down, they hope that somehow, someday, they'll get rich. But here's the harsh truth. 99% of people will never become rich. Not because it's impossible, but because they keep doing what everyone else is doing. See, wealth is not just about money. It's about mindset. Most people are stuck in a cycle of comfort. They fear risks. They fear rejection. They fear failure. They're so scared of what others will say if they start something new that they never even take the first step. And that's why they stay exactly where they are. They keep looking for shortcuts. They think maybe one day a lucky break will change their life. A lottery ticket, a sudden promotion, an inheritance. But life doesn't work like that. Even if they win the lottery, they'll lose it all within years because they never learned how money actually works. The 1% think differently. They invest in themselves first. They spend hours learning skills that can multiply their income. They build networks. They're not afraid to fail because they know failure is just data. It tells them what doesn't work so they can find what does. The rest keep running after motivational quotes, but never take real action. They blame the economy, the government, their family situation, their past, and even God for their poverty. But blaming never changes anything. Action does. Another reason most people stay poor is that they think like consumers, not creators. They spend every penny they earn on things to impress others. Expensive phones, designer clothes, cars they can't afford. The rich buy assets first, things that put money in their pocket every month. They delay pleasure. They understand one simple rule. If you don't learn how to make money while you sleep, you'll keep working until you die. Most importantly, the rich know the value of time. They don't waste hours mindlessly scrolling. They use their free time to build side businesses, learn about investments, and plan their future. But the 99% say, "I'm too tired after work," or "I'll start next week." Weeks turn into months, months into years, and then it's too late. If you really want to be in that 1%, you have to change how you think, what you do every day, and who you spend your time with. You have to stop blaming and start building. You have to stop consuming and start creating. You have to stop waiting and start working. Wealth isn't about luck. It's about discipline, sacrifice, and consistent effort in the right direction. Remember, if you're not working on your own dreams, you're working on someone else's. The choice is yours. Stay among the 99% and keep wishing, or join the 1% and start building.